Greetings, viewers. If you're watching this, you've got a creaking hinge on your Grand Cherokee. This one's a 2014 model. It's been doing it for quite a while, and I gave it some lube, but that didn't fix it. I don't know if you can hear that. Bottom one, and that's the one that's making all the noise. It didn't come painted because I gave them the VIN number, but they all come, apparently all those parts come unpainted. So I've had to give it a quick paint job with some etch primer, and actually I even got the white matched to the vehicle. Getting the paint code for this Jeep was a nightmare because it's not on the car anywhere, it's not in any manual. I had to go to Jeep for that one. But I just gave it a quick sand before I put any paint on it as well with this P320, and gave the hinge a rub over with some rubbing alcohol just to get rid of any grease that might have been on there. It's winter here at the moment, and I thought I'd speed things up a bit by trying to dry that paint quicker with a heat gun, but that was a mistake because it got too hot. And I don't know if you can see it in this phone or not, but it's all there it is. It lifted off a little bit, but I've painted it again and it's all ready to go. So what you're going to need though for this job is ½ inch is the one to go for, but I do have 2/13s just in case as well. You're going to need a jack as well. As you can see, that is going to end up remaining poking out, so you just can't slide the hinge out. So I'm going to move the door away from this side here to clear those bolts poking out. So here goes. Okay, probably a good idea to mark the just to mark that hinge, so when you put it back, it hopefully will seal properly. I'm just going to run a pencil mark around here like this, and probably pay to get rid of some of that dust on there too if it's any more than that. So once you've marked that up nice like that, you can get in there. Now I've actually got a 13. A 13 will do the job, but I know the 13 before loose on these other ones that weren't painted. So, but you'll probably still get away with it anyway. So I'll crack them off with a ½ inch, then put the 13 on them because it's ratcheted. Now you've got to have a jack sitting underneath it, and I've actually put it underneath the well, I don't know if you can see it from there. Yeah, just here, which is a bit loose. I haven't actually got it done up yet, but the bigger jack out further is it's just a backup, because those doors, this door would be very heavy. These ratcheted spanners are quite good actually. Now it's just finger tight.
It's a fair way to swing this door out to try and get past the hinge. Lucky to do that. I'm going to leave one on there, just loose.
Get the spanner stuck in there. You can't quite make it out, I suppose, but it's up against the door here. Can't slide them out any further. And I can't do the thread up, the bolt up, because that's a ratchet spanner, and you can't flip it the other, reverse the direction on that one. You've got to turn it over to reverse the direction. Well, it's just resting on the bolts, that thing, so that's all right. But they're all off. So the hinge, now, the tricky part is going to be to pull that door out at the bottom. Yeah. It's a fair way to come out though. Oh, there we go. Some pressure on that hinge. Oh, out with the old. If you're strong enough, you just lift him out, put him back in, let him rest back in there. That's him. Get a couple of nuts on there. Yeah, that's interesting. I've given that a better paint job than Jeep. They didn't bother to, not that it matters. I thought too when I got it. I thought I won't even bother painting that when I got it. But I've painted both sides. I've painted the back of it as well, and in there. A bit dusty this thing, but that hasn't had any paint on it. It's only plastic anyway, that piece. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the pencil mark there. It's probably about 2 mil below where that was, and then down here further again, just in there, I think it might even be a little bit more, which would indicate to me I haven't got the hinge back where it came from, but that's a lot easier said than done. But I'm going to close the door and see what I've ended up with in here. Now let's just see if it's going to close properly. Well, the noise is gone. That's a bloody bonus. Holy shit! Nowhere near it. Did you hear that? Well, with a bit of adjustment, I got it. It's back pretty close to the pencil marks that I had. But if you're doing this, don't forget to do the mark the one on the door as well. That was a mistake where I started. That was part of the problem as well. But I could see where it hadn't been painted there, so I mentioned to line it up with that. But overall, I think it's a pretty easy job. Actually, it wasn't that hard, and swinging it out past those bolts, it's a bit easier than what I thought. Wasn't that hard. But listen to that now. You're gonna like that. I should have done that 12 months ago. I just didn't want to have to paint the hinge, but that's what I think the biggest, most time-consuming part of that would be painting the hinge. You could put it on there raw anyway. I don't think it'd be an issue because I know Jeep didn't paint the back of the hinge. There's probably no need to. It's just for aesthetics. But if you wanted to, actually, you've probably got some paint left over. You could touch up those nuts there as well if you wanted to. But I'm not sure if I would bother. If that's not an improved model, they'll be coming back out again anyway, because they're what I'm saying is that's going to fail again if they haven't done a fix on them. But I'm pretty happy with the end result there. Yeah, close. Yeah, so if you're wondering what's inside the that hinge, here it is here. As you operate the door, you're actually rolling this cylinder here with the little pins in it over that spline there, and on the outer edge of these, on the outer of the over the top of these here, are these two springs with a plastic space between them, and over the top of those is just a plastic cover. I hope you have got some value from this clip. If you have any comments or questions, please leave in the section below, and good luck with the hinge change.